And a UNCW professor is speaking out on moral issues and the decisions and how we make those. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
A decision that involves the principles of right or wrong is considered a moral judgment.
Well, we make moral judgments all the time. So, for example, choosing to eat meat or not could be a moral judgment for people.
UNCW psychology professor Dale Cohen has a theory for what people decide to do and why. Wednesday night, he shared it during a special UNC Wednesday series on the UNCW campus.
And so my theory basically says that you're going to choose to save, or you're going to make a decision that is best for yourself. And my theory makes those explicit predictions, and it will be able to tell you how long it takes you to make those decisions and the probability of a particular response choice.
Usually people look at making a moral judgment one of two ways, emotional or logical, your head or your heart. But Professor Cohen argues you can decide with both, and students agree.
You always hear that, you either have an emotional response or, a more logical response. So to think that we have two logical responses and either one could, be in play at that time, I think is a different look on something that we've heard all of our lives.
Professor Cohen even tackled a relevant topic, terrorism. One student says when Cohen did a case study, he found his subjects made an interesting choice.
Well, he did a rabid possum over a terrorist, and we were more likely, like 80% likely to choose the rabid possum over the terrorist. And I think that just shows kind of like personally where people put their value on things.
It's a theory he uses with help from a mathematical model to predict what people are going to do and when.
Especially if we're parents, we make moral judgments constantly, right? We're trying to teach our kids right from wrong, and so we have to know ourselves right from wrong, and then we have to figure out how we're going to convey that information so they're going to be able to do those things.
Interesting stuff. Last night was the second event in the UNC Wednesday series.